Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy, aka Alf B. I am a copy editor, single mom, and self-proclaimed non-geek, and today I'm going to be reacting to WandaVision. I haven't read any of the comics for any of the Marvel characters, so I don't have that background of knowledge at all. But I have heard of them because who hasn't unless you've lived under a rock at this point. I've watched bits and pieces of the first two Avengers movies, and I've seen Infinity War and Endgame, so I don't know how Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch, and Vision have been introduced to the whole Avengers team, but I am aware of the bond, the relationship between Wanda and Vision, and more or less how their story ends in terms of the Avengers movies. Because my background is very limited, I don't know any of the Easter eggs or nuances or whatnot that will probably come in watching this TV show, but I figured I'd give it a shot. If you're someone like me who isn't that familiar with the franchise, then perhaps this may be an interesting watch as far as how someone with that limited perspective reacts to videos like this. If you're someone that knows all the things, feel free to share what you know in the comments. I will read them. I would love to get that extra insights onto what I am watching, and you could help me fall in love with the show and the characters, essentially. With that said, let's get started. Husband and wife, who left the big city to find a quiet life. I'm not too familiar with old sitcoms, but I'm getting I Love Lucy vibes. Is that correct? So anyway, I like the spin that this is taking on the show. I started watching it because I heard it was taking this sort of old sitcom-y approach, but with the superheroes, which I think is very clever. I like it when production companies kind of think outside of the box and play with genres in this way, like how The Mandalorian was framed under spaghetti western vibes. So I'm curious to see what they do with this sort of format.
My wife and her flying saucers.
My husband and his indestructible head.
Aren't we a fine pair?
I like how right away you see Wanda's powers in play here, despite the sitcom setting. I also can't help but think of the correlation of how Elizabeth Olsen is doing this style of show, considering her sisters, Mary-Kate and Ashley, they grew up working under this sort of a format.
What was the question again? Oh, well, perhaps you've forgotten yourself.
Hey, heavens no, I've been so looking forward to it.
As have I. Today, we are celebrating.
You bet we are.
She also nails down the accent of TV shows and movies of that time period, which I think is pretty cool. Have you watched older movies and you notice everyone just talks in this slight accent, dialect, whatever you may call it? You don't really hear that now. So it's cool that she brought it back to add to the flavor of this show.
Well, that's me off to work then.
Oh, don't forget.
I haven't. Oh.
Aha. I was wondering if everyone was just going to sort of pretend that Vision's look isn't a thing. So here we see that he pops on a disguise, and so I'm like, that's how they're going to approach it.
So what's a single gal like you doing rattling around this big house?
Oh, no, I'm not single.
Oh, I don't see a ring.
Well, I assure you, I'm married. To a man, a human one and tall. As a matter of fact, he'll be home later tonight for a special occasion.
Why doesn't she have a ring if she's married? Maybe that was something that was covered in the Avengers movies that I forgot about. I've only seen Infinity War and Endgame once, so my memory of those is a little foggy.
Oh, you don't go out Friday night. Don't go back. You just put on your coat and hat.
I can only imagine the noise level in offices at that time period.
Hey, is there something I can help you with, buddy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Would you be so good as to tell me what it is we do here exactly? Do we make something?
No.
Right. Do we buy or sell something?
No and no.
Then what is the purpose of this company?
How would he not know what they're doing? Or maybe that's the whole point of the joke in this scene and I'm just being too literal.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm a tad on edge. You see, it appears there's something special about it.
There's something on Vision's tie, and I don't know if that's some sort of Easter egg that I don't know about. I'm just curious about it.
Is your husband tired of you burning his toast? Try our new and improved Toastmate 2000. It's the go-to for clever housewives.
Say, this machine has some shine.
You said it. Set the dial and get the taste back into your toast. Top and bottom heating elements can handle anything, from meatloaf to cherry pie to open-faced cheese sandwiches. The all-new Toastmate 2000 by Stark Industries. Forget the past. This is your future.
Stark Industries. Interesting. That explains, I'm like, that is some toaster. So, of course it is if Stark Industries made it. I like how they included old school commercials with this to kind of add with the flavor. I think that's very clever. And I'm sure it's also a good way to incorporate some Avengers movies tie-ins, like the Stark Industries thing. I'm sure there's more, but I'm probably overlooking them due to my lack of knowledge on the matter.
Can I just see you in the kitchen for a moment, sweetheart?
Yes.
When you wish it was in color, because of the shawl she pulled from the lampshade, obviously she was trying to, maybe it was red and getting that more of atmosphere. I don't know. I was just like, you don't notice until right when she pulls it off, so.
You meant skate.
I'm getting strong Bewitched vibes here. Don't we all wish we could snap our fingers and stuff just happens?
Oh, what was I supposed to do next? Oh, what was the main course again? It was...
There's something very Disney about this scene, like in Fantasia, when Mickey is trying to conduct the brooms to do their thing, and everything goes haywire and out of control, so it kind of reminds me of that.
So, where did you two move from? What brought you here? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet?
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from,
Yes, we moved from...
and we were married.
Yes, we were married.
Well, moved from where? Married when?
No, patients are, they're setting up their story. Let them tell it.
It's interesting that Wanda and Vision don't know the details of their marriage, and they're trying to recall those details, but they can't. So I'm wondering if maybe they are being mind controlled somehow, if their memories were erased somehow, if they're under some sort of spell. I'm curious as to what's going on that has them at the state. And it's kind of the first clue that we're seeing in the show that they're kind of in a staged environment, I suppose. We'll see what happens.
Why? Damn it, why? Why did you...
Oh, Arthur, stop it. 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 Stop it.
Vision, help him.
The mood of this show changed in a hurry, but I find it strange how no one was really doing anything. Like, this man was obviously choking, and everyone just seemed frozen, as though they were just like trying to, I guess, will away the fact that this man choking isn't happening. And I also find that very strange, and how Vision wouldn't do anything until Wanda finally decided to help him. And it's interesting, when she told him to help him, she did it not in the accent that she was using prior to that. So definitely something more going on here.
Well, would you look at the time?
Yes, we better be going.
Are you both all right?
We had such a lovely time.
I keep thinking of Truman Show. Everything was set up in like a utopian setting, but it was all fake. They were all acting. The only person who wasn't in on it was the main character, and eventually finds out that he's been living in this fabricated world the whole time. So I kind of get those vibes from the scene.
I do. Do you?
Yes, I do.
And they lived happily ever after.
It's interesting how they have the image of two rings linked together as sort of the prominent image of this ending montage here. I wonder what that's all about. Also, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who was desperately seeking for some sort of answers as to why Wanda and Vision are in this sort of scenario all throughout the end credit scene, trying to find little clues and whatnot. So that is it for episode 1 of WandaVision. Hope you liked my reactions. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for watching.